Guys, we're going to split this into two, so we'll take questions on this evening's game and then we'll have an embargoed section for our next match at Burnley. We'll start with Luke, please.
A bit of a better performance in the second half, but it is another away defeat, and it has been your sort of Achilles heel all season, isn't it?
Yeah, a difficult one for us again to work out really, because I thought there was a real opportunity for us tonight, especially in that first half, to grab the game. Especially in midfield, I've just felt we turned the ball over far too much in that first period to gain the control that we wanted. We made it a transitional game for us, which, as the away team, you never want. Second half was much better, controlled the game much better with the ball. Build-up was really good, and then just our chance creation was... I think we created chances, we just didn't create outstanding chances and the type of chances you need to score, so we're desperately disappointed.
It's only 7 goals, isn't it, away from home, 4 of those came in one match. You don't have to be a genius to work out, where the problems are.
Yeah, I think that's been clear. Away from home, we haven't done well enough in front of goal. I mean, that's obvious. Some of the games we've been really flat in front of goal. I think our general performances have been steadily improving, but the feeling that you're going to score at any time, or you can score at any time, or that you've got goals in your team away from home is such a powerful confidence lifter for the team, and we haven't had that enough, and ultimately that's what's cost us tonight.
George?
I mean, do you feel like you should have got something out of that game? I mean, there have been away games this season where you haven't, but this felt a bit different, didn't it?
Yeah, I think that you can make an argument that we should have got something from today, but ultimately we haven't, and we've had that feeling too many times on the road this year. As I said a second ago, I feel generally our performances have been better since the last international break, bar one big blip. I thought today was another step forward in terms of performance, but no one really wants to hear that. No one really wants to sort of analyse that too deeply, because ultimately the result is the most important thing, and we're well aware of that, of the world that we live in. So the chance creation aspect, the ability to keep clean sheets, all these things are absolutely crucial away from home, and we haven't done either well enough.
Lewis Hall was exceptional tonight. It seems very harsh that he was not in that.
Yeah, really good to see Lewis return to the form that he had pre-injury. Yeah, it's very, very good technically today. I thought him and Anthony down the left-hand side played really well today, and together with Louis Miley on the opposite side, who again I thought was outstanding. Probably our 3 strongest players. But ultimately we're a team, of course, and the team hasn't functioned well enough to win the game.
Okay, Lee Ryder, John and Cronin.
And yeah, at the end of the game, I looked around and some of the players were like on their knees as if they'd given everything, but you're now going to have to ask them for more. You're going to have to ask them for something different in the next game. Is that going to be a tough ask? Because they look like they're giving you everything out there.
Yeah, very rarely. I mean, there's been a couple of games where I've questioned our attitude, but very rarely as a group the last 4 years have I gone away and thought the players haven't wanted to win or tried to win or given everything to try and win. These are key characteristics you need in any team. And I think when you're in my position, the last thing you want to do is question whether the players are giving you all that they have. And I think you could see today, I thought we came with the right attitude, the right mentality, the right motivation. But ultimately, we're slightly a team that's lacking in confidence, I feel. The ultimate confidence that you need to win. Because I think the quality of player is there. And you can see that in the second half. But we're finding a way to concede goals when we don't look like we should, and we're not scoring the goals that we should at the other end. So it's a sort of a deadly mix for us. But generally, when you take a step back, you see a team that is performing much better than it was early season. I think we're closer than we have been to finding the consistency that we crave and that we want. And I think this is the bit where we have to be really strong. And I'm talking me and the coaching team, because I think we're close.
How do you recover that confidence? Because it's a strange thing, isn't it?
It is. I think the only thing that truly rediscovers it, you can talk and you can train, but I think it's winning games. It's getting over the line more times than you feel the opposite feeling. Because even games we've won, we've gone away with a bit of a hollow feeling where we've conceded late, or something's happened in the game where we haven't had that buzz and that warm feeling that you get from winning. So we've been challenged on various fronts, but I think this is a team that has got real quality, it's got good character, and we just need to be strong with them now.
Okay, I'll quickly finish off with Jordan, Simon and Dominic, please.
anyone, been asked this lots of times, what's Poor way of going down and what has to change for it to turn around?
Yeah, I mean, we're not ducking the issue and not trying to be clever, but I just think we just need to look at the performances in isolation. Whether they're home or away, it's irrelevant, really. I think it's about what the team's identity is on that day and how it plays. If it's home or away, for me, I don't really care. So you look back to the Chelsea game, and for 45 minutes we were excellent, everything that we want to be. Today, for the second half, I think we were as good without the goals. So I think we're closer, as I say, for me, than we've been before this season. But we've still got areas to improve. We need to keep more clean sheets. We haven't kept a clean sheet in a long time in the Premier League. That's not good enough. And we need to score more goals. Now, every team will say that. Every manager will say that. I believe we have the players to do it, but we need to do more work and tweak certain things to get there.
Just one of my injuries as well, aren't you? Landing on the squad today, how we see what's his condition?
Yeah, he just took a knock against Chelsea. We don't think it's too serious. We hope to have him back pretty quickly.
Sorry.
When you're talking about confidence and you're also saying there that you've got the quality, what is it? Is it the players are a bit tentative in what they're doing? They're not certain in the actions that they're carrying out. What causes the kind of issue?
Yeah, I don't think there's any lack of certainty or anything like that. Yeah, I think you've got to take a few things into account. We're a team that is in slight transition. We've had a lot of change from the solidity of last year to this year. A lot of new players coming in. Got a lot of injuries to our back line at the moment and a lot of good players that are missing, and that adds a feeling of strength and secureness within the team. So I think our sort of frailties defensively in part can be put down to that. Only in part, not blaming that on everything. So we've got some big players to come back and some big characters. A lot of leaders that haven't been fit and available. Nick Pope, Kieran Trippier, Sven Botman. You know, they've got they've got big voices, and we miss that leadership as well. So that's why I say I think, ultimately long term I think we'll be fine, but we're going through a bit of a period where we're going to be tested, and we need to be really strong mentally and stay resolute to our beliefs.
Dominic?
0 points from losing positions this season. At what point is it a mentality issue, and what point is it maybe a tactical issue, not able to make the changes to impact the game?
Yeah, I mean, it's another one of those sort of statistics that doesn't look good on us this year, and you've got loads more where they come from as well. But, because if you want to sort of view things like that, I think for me, yeah, that's a concern. Of course, you want that feeling. I think we did it really well last year. We came back a lot. It's a feeling. You can sense when we're going to go down, but it's okay. We're going to come back and win the game. Maybe we haven't got that same feeling that we had. Could be related to our lack of goal scoring on the road. So I think these things go in sequences sometimes that you can't work out. For us and for me currently, as I said, I'm looking at it individually, game by game, rather than looking back historically too far. I don't think that helps.
Big handball shot in the second half. What were your thoughts on that?
I appealed like everybody else. I thought I saw an arm, but I haven't seen it again, so I've got no idea if it was close or not.
Okay, conclude. Start with Dan when we're ready.
Evening, Ruben. You finished that game with 4 players 21 years and younger. I mean, how pleased were you with the togetherness and what the team showed?
Yeah, really pleased, especially in the second half. I think we suffered all together. You can say that we defend well because we didn't suffer the goal, but they had chances to score a goal. We need a little bit luck sometimes. We had so many games this season that we didn't win. We didn't play better than the opponent today. I think we did well, just that in the first half. In the second half we suffer, but we managed to win.
You talked to us about Patrick Dorvey a few weeks ago and his form at that time, but back-to-back really impressive performances. And what's been behind him turning around his form?
It's the normal life of a player. Sometimes you are in the good moments, sometimes you struggle. Sometimes depends of the team or the game. Maybe the game today with a lot of transitions is good for his pace, for his ability to drive the ball. He played in one position that he can take more risk. That can help also a player like him to don't feel that responsibility all the time. So I think he did well.
Andy?
Can I ask you about Aidan Heddon's performance this season?
I'm really pleased with Aidan. You can feel that he's improving every game. He's young, but you don't feel that he has a good game, and then he slows the game or the thinking during the game. No, you feel that he's improving during the game. I think he was not playing, but he trained really well. You just need to train really well to be ready when the opportunity comes. So in this moment, if he continues to play like that, it's going to be really hard to take his place. So.
You talk about suffering. It's only the second time you've kept a clean sheet this season. When you look at the possession, 32%, I wouldn't imagine that is the way that you want to play. But is getting that clean sheet, is that the way?
The feeling is good, but if you compare to other games, we suffer so much more today. But in certain moments, we put everything on the line. We were inside the box, but we are putting our body in front of the goal. We were defending every cross. We are trying to push out of the box when the ball went back. So that is a good feeling to have, a clean sheet. But if you look at the game, we had so many games that we control so much better the opponent, and we suffer goals. Sometimes you just need a little bit luck.
Rob and then Carl.
You've obviously had some big wins here, City and Arsenal on penalties, all those kind of Liverpool. But because of the problems that you're having to deal with, I know you don't want to make excuses, but you are dealing with a lot of problems. And often you talked about you want to see spirit and desire. Is that one of the most satisfying wins that you've had?
Yeah. Yes. Especially if you see the second half, we managed to defend sometimes with the back six, but we suffer together, and that is a good feeling. And I'm always talking about when we had good performance, and I felt that we are here and talking about the game. And if we have always this spirit, we are going to win so many games. So I think it's something that we need to feel that we can win sometimes without playing so well. That we can win games with the spirit and with the togetherness in the team.
Is there you talked about that second half there, the back six. Could you explain that a little bit more about putting it on the line?
No, it's the opponent pushes, and then sometimes we adapt to our wingers were playing like a fullbacks in certain moments, but that is the. I remember the first game against Arsenal. Sometimes they were in the back six with Saka and the wingers defending. So sometimes you need to adapt, and there is no tactic in that moment. We were just trying to compensate each other. Was not the idea, but you can understand to look at the context of the team. When you have to take Mason, it's hard. When you have to, and we were struggling a lot, and we put two wing backs helping and playing like helping the fullbacks. So we were just trying to survive in the second half.
Could you please explain the context of taking off Casemiro? Is that because there were so many games going?
No, it's not. This is the most important game. I felt that we need I don't want to take in that moment. I don't want to take Cunha because I felt that it was the only guy can allow us to breathe. And I put him as a number 10. Jack was fresh. Continue. Manu was fresher than Casemiro. We took a chance because they were making a lot of corner runs. And I felt that he was going to struggle in that moment.
Hi Ruben, can I just ask you about Alessandro? Like, you saw what he means to everybody here with the ovation that he got when you brought him off, but what difference does he make to the team in attack and defence? And do you think that had he stayed fitter for longer, you might be in a better league position?
I don't want to say that because if we don't have more points, it's because of the team, not because of a specific player. I think he is a guy with a lot of character. He's really good on the ball, and that came with the quality that he has. He played World Cup. He won World Cup. He used to that stress, and he showed today that he's a top player. And sometimes people talk about the way he defends the box because he's a small guy, but today he did really well against a team that just have tall players.
Okay, we'll move on to